So the improvement project I was working on related to cancer services at the Oxford University Hospital, specifically cancer pathways and how patients go through their treatment journey from presentation to treatment and beyond.
We were asked to look at the handover between primary and secondary care.
Improving patient safety across the whole trust.
There were big gaps in the provision of care for patients with possible cauda syndrome.
The pathway that exists at the moment involves three sites. It has different points of entry and multiple specialist teams involved.
The highlight of the programme for me would be the cross-fertilisation of specialties. I think I've been told once before, paediatric anaesthetists don't get out much. So the programme has given me a great opportunity to meet colleagues in other specialties.
The forums have been the highlight for me, particularly the early morning meetings, which provided an opportunity to listen to speakers from the trust and from outside the trust and give me, and I'm sure my colleagues, a view of leadership, management, combinations of that.
Seeing a group of newly appointed consultants really committed to try to make a difference and given the opportunity to do so from the executive level.
When I first started at the Trust, I saw the executive department as, up in the gods, somewhere that we'd never see. These are carpet walkers that we'll never get to walk on. And I feel that this programme has changed all that.
The advice I'd give for somebody signing up for this programme is don't spend too long on the preparation. If you want to get something done, turn up on the wards, talk to people, start doing it and see where you get it.
Most striking thing about presenting the projects in December was how all four of them have been significantly improved by involvement of patients, parents, service users.
Go with an open mind, expect to learn, but also expect to participate.
Their goals need to be smart, that they have to be absolutely realistic about what they can achieve.
You will learn an awful lot. Make sure that you embrace the project that you're part of, because by embracing it and actually trying to go out and do it, that is how you will learn the most about how to improve things and keep improving things for the future.
Even if it's not directly applicable to your day-to-day work, it's likely there are going to be some really useful learning experiences to be gained from that you can then translate into your own place of work.
If you're going to get involved in this, it's important you realise that there's quite a lot of extra effort involved on top of a busy job. And if you don't realise that may end up by coming as a surprise to you and could end up by kind of derailing your energy and interest in completing projects.
Be prepared for lots of hard work.
I think what this will allow me to do personally is impose more of a structure on the work that we're trying to do and be more efficient, waste less effort in terms of improving things within our service for our patients.
But I think I will use the training that we've had in terms of teamwork, leadership, changing mindsets, operational improvement aspects of the work that we've done into my day-to-day work.
Things like having a language for talking about these issues and being able to articulate what I want from an interaction with management, say, would be a really positive outcome from this.
Taking ownership of problems is exactly what we want them to do. I hope that what they're going to do is go back to the clinical workspace and say, OK, there's a problem in this area of whatever it is I do. How am I going to fix it?
I think we've done all right. I think we've actually, it was a nut that had no dents in it. It was an unbreakable nut. And I think we've put a few dents in it.
Well, we've given them the skills to do that. And part of that involves the way they build teams around them to solve problems, to develop interventions, to test them, to redesign them, and then to fix things as they go along. That's something I hope stays with them throughout their careers.
We were thrown together as a group with disparate backgrounds, disparate interests, and actually disparate reasons for coming into the programme. But we're using the tools that we were given and the support of the faculty and our executive sponsors, that we could actually really come together with a unified project idea and really develop that and drive it forward.
The kind of interest that we had in the theory side of management, I think a lot of us came into it thinking, well, none of this is going to be actually relevant, or it's all going to be just jargon. But actually learning it, and at first glance just kind of looking at it and then working out that 6 months later you're using that language and you're finding it quite useful, is not something I saw coming.
The thing that surprised me most about the programme is about, I think, how much I've enjoyed learning some of the theory around change management, quality improvement, and so on. And rather than it being very dry and theoretical, being able to see how we can apply those tools and techniques we've been learning into actually making a difference for patients on the ground has been surprising but very welcome.
What surprised me was the intricacies of how things get done in day-to-day hierarchical organisations like this, and how difficult it can be, but also how easy in a sense it can be if you know how to navigate such corridors.
I think I always hoped that the energy and enthusiasm would be high, the levels would be high, but actually it far exceeded what I thought would happen. And it gives me great hope that these are the new consultants in this organisation.